We love it when the guests make it easy. We're sitting there watching the Tar Heels whoop up on Pittsburgh on Sunday, and we know the Indya Nivar's coming in the next day.
We had our calendars marked.
So we thought, well, I hope she has a good game. By good game, do you mean career high 7 steals, career high 5 assists?
Yeah.
Also, she just in her free time scored 12 points, had 8 rebounds. I mean, that was triple-double watch.
Yeah, we were thinking triple-double.
Quadruple-double watch almost. Congratulations on the win on Sunday. How's things in women's basketball land at the moment?
Oh, always crazy. A lot of battles. Every night is a battle in the ACC as well. You can't ever take a team lightly. But, yeah, it's been a lot of fun to be a part of this growing women's sports. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to where it's going.
Okay, when you're having a game like you had on Sunday, are you aware of the stats? Are you aware? You're like, okay, that's rebound number 6. That's steal number 4. Like, it doesn't matter at all to you?
I didn't become aware until I came out at the end, yeah. So I wasn't really aware. I knew I was getting a lot of steals because, we were emphasizing defensive intensity.
Because Indya kept going like, I've taken the ball away again. This is good news.
Yeah, but, like, in the ACC, we just have to bring everything we can, do our best every night. So I think that last night, it was just I was doing everything that I can to get my team that win.
Sure.
Were you mad when they told you? Like, why didn't you tell me like 2 minutes ago?
See, for me, I'll never be mad, but it's like, dang, I could have had, if I had 2 more rebounds, if I had a couple more steals or assists, I could have almost been there. But, that's not the most important thing. I'm just glad we got the win. That's the most important thing right there.
Why is this team playing so well right now?
I think we're clicking together. We spent a lot of time over the summer playing pickup, and we're all fully into the process. We know we're not going to be our best every night, but if we all give enough together as a whole, we know that good things can happen.
Where do you think your pieces of that puzzle, like where in your mind is Indya Nivar fit in that whole kind of bigger scheme of things?
Yeah, I just feel like I fill in any gaps that need to be filled. I feel like I'm a versatile player. I can rebound. I can score when needed. I can get the defensive intensity, bring the defensive intensity up, and guard the best player if need be. Like I feel like I fill those gaps in those whichever game that calls for. I feel like I bring it to that game.
What does this team have that maybe last year's team didn't? The couple losses are to some of the best teams in the country, but you're beating those kind of middle teams that sometimes were a problem pretty handily. Why is that? What's different?
Our depth, for sure. We can bring people off the bench to contribute every game. And last year when you have people playing 40 minutes almost like Lexi, like I know that wear and tear on your body is just hard when we play those mid-level teams to always give everything that we need. So having that bench depth to bring in and contribute is, I think, the big factor from last year.
I know you said that you guys are clicking. This does seem like an enjoyable team. Like it just kind of seems like a fun group of people that are together. Is that a fair statement? It seems like you guys, I know winning is fun, but it seems like you guys are having fun.
Oh, yeah, that's totally a fair statement. We spend a lot of time together, even like when we have away trips where we're just together all the time. When we get back super late, we want to hang out the next day. We just have a love for each other, and we just love each person individually off the court as well. So that kind of helps when we get on the court and that chemistry.
There's a wide, and we joked with Lainey Grant, so she was in here with us a couple weeks ago. We joked that Alyssa Usby is like, Alyssa was like in college when I think she was in middle school when Alyssa started college. So how is it that all these different ages and different pieces, and you guys have several freshmen that are playing big roles, and you started your career at Stanford. Like, how have you gotten all these different pieces to work together, I guess, in different personalities and age groups and all those different things?
Yeah, we just all know that our journey led us to each other, and we just know that we can make an impact on each other. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity being at the same school, playing with these people in this season. Like, we're not going to be able to play with them next season, so we're just trying to make the best of it, not take it for granted.
Your journey started off taking you to Stanford, as Jones just mentioned. What was that process like? That's a long way from home. And then what was the process like as you decided, you know what, I think there might be a fit back in Chapel Hill?
Oh, yeah. So coming out of high school, the main two things for me was the educational portion and then wanting to compete for a national championship. And I just felt at that time Stanford was the best opportunity for me. I wasn't really scared of going away from home, so that's why I didn't really mind it. But after that year, just reevaluated my decisions. Like just look back, see if when you go through something, you look back, see if you've grown, if it's the environment or if it's you. And I just felt like I just needed a little bit of change because I realized that I didn't grow as much as I wanted to in that year. And I just felt really comfortable with the Carolina staff. We built a good relationship being so close to here, living so close to here, and just having that good relationship through my first recruiting process, that the decision to come back here was so much easier. Like I couldn't even consider any other school because I had a lot of trust that this coaching staff was going to push me to be my best on and off the court.
Was it hard to, as you're making the decision to transfer, is it hard to get past that, well, I'm already here, and I decided once that I was coming here, so maybe I should just stick it out? How do you figure out you don't have to stick it out?
Yeah, that definitely came into mind. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm quitting, like, just because the first year was bad, but I talked to my mom, and she was like, in this world of transferring, especially after your freshman year, that's like the easiest time to transfer. After that, it kind of gets a little tricky because your credits don't transfer over. But my mom was just like, in this world of transferring, you realize you don't have to deal with stuff you don't have to. So if you want to make that change, then make it. And that kind of encouraged me to go into the transfer portal as well.
How is it harder in your mind now? And I know maybe you're only answering this question from your point of reference, but a student athlete now has a lot of other stuff, maybe more stuff than ever before, just things to think about in different aspects of their life of being a college athlete that are different than they were even 5-6 years ago. Is it hard to put all the other stuff away and just play at any point in time? Or are you able to fully immerse into the season, not worry about the other stuff, or does it creep into your mind? Is it something that takes time away? Does that make sense?
Yeah. For me, at least, during the season, it's easy for me to get, like, immersed into it. Like, I don't really find a lot of distractions unless I spend too much time on social media, and then that's when things start popping up, and I'm like, dang, I probably should get off of here. But other than that, for me, at least, I feel like none of the distractions really get to me during the season.
How you feel about TikTok possibly going away? Are you okay with that? What are your thoughts?
Me and my teammates, we talked about this a lot in the past.
This is a serious topic.
In the past 2 days, and we just realized how much time and thought we have when we're scrolling through TikTok, and like how much it contributes to the things that we talk about in our conversations, the things that we reference, and like even for me, like sometimes I'll just like I get a lot of things from TikTok. Nothing serious, like my music sometimes. And I never realized how much it like not impacted, but was involved in my life until yesterday morning when I didn't have it. And I was just like, people were like, go to Instagram Reels. I'm like, no, I can't. So I was just doing homework instead. I was like, wow, maybe they do need to take it away so I can focus more on my classes and stuff. But yeah, it's just crazy to think that app is just involved in people's lives so much.
Adam, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Right. No, yeah.
Why not just go to Instagram Reels? It's pretty much the same, right? Or is that just for old people?
Be careful now, India. Be careful with this answer.
For me, at least, Instagram Reels, I don't know if it's the algorithm or something that they use on the Meta. It's just not the same. Yeah. I'll watch it. I'll click on a video, just say like a basketball video that pops up. I'll scroll, and it'll be totally different. Something AI created. It's just not the same as TikTok. Like, the next video is not something that I would want to watch.
Sure. You need to fix that algorithm.
Yeah. Zuckerberg, get on it.
Yeah. Something's wrong with it. So I was like, man, let me just do my homework instead.
That is extreme.
Yeah.
Give us something you learned on TikTok that your life wouldn't have without TikTok that we might be missing out on.
Yeah, what are we missing? I'm not on. I know it's going to surprise you.
You're not on?
I'm not on TikTok.
What? I don't know, life-changing, but like, sometimes recipes. Sometimes, as a girl, a lot of skincare and makeup routines.
Yep.
And yeah, a lot of book recs on there. Like, it's a lot of interaction is involved on TikTok. and it's like just at the click of your button, so it's super quick and fast. But yeah, nothing life changing, but little things that
Sure.
I can implement in my life.
You a big reader? Laney Grant told us she was a big reader.
Oh yeah, she is a big reader. So my New Year's resolution this year was to read more, and I just finished my second book.
There you go. That's
on this
good.
away trip. Yeah.
What are you reading?
So I just got finished with It Ends With Us. That Colleen Hoover, and then another like nonfiction book. It's what's the name of it? Don't Believe Everything You Think.
Oh
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, and you've got the long California trip coming up. What are you putting in the bag to take with you book-wise on that one?
A lot of my teammates recommended Verity, I think it's called. So that might be.
I've read Verity,
You read
believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Not on TikTok, but I have read Verity. It's good.
Okay, good. That's what I should be starting that this week.
I feel like you're a good person to ask this. Adam and I like to do this throughout, every year we try to do this. We need some music recommendations, but not necessarily like if Adam and I roll into some club like we normally do, that we'd be like, oh, yes, I've heard that. We want what's next. Like, what's the next? Who should we keep our eye on? Who do we think is going to be big in maybe like 6-8 months or something like that so that we can stay on the cutting edge?
And so that when they hit, we'll be like, I mean, this is really old to us.
Yeah, we already know this,
We
guys.
talked about this with India back in January.
It's been on my pregame list for months now.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you can recommend that we should keep our eye on?
I say Glorilla is still.
Okay.
She's rising the charts. She came out with an album a couple months ago that was really good.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just going to tell you, we were on, now, granted, neither one of these gentlemen are having the best time anymore, but we were on the train with DaBaby and Lil Baby before anybody else.
Okay.
That was
Way
thanks to
before.
Leaky Black. We got to
Leaky
thank
Black.
Leaky Black back in the day for helping us out.
See, like, I listen to what I listen to. Like, I love some Beyonce.
Yeah,
so
okay. Who is it? Never heard of her. Is she big?
Let me think.
Have you seen Beyonce in concert?
I have.
Ooh.
What's it like?
It's what she does is just crazy. Like nobody else can do her performances, just the next level. Her singing, she sings live.
Yep.
She dances while she sings, and she's like 40 years old. And
That is really old. Yeah. Wow, she's ancient. How
but
does
to
she
dance
even
and
stand up in it?
But to dance and sing at that level, me and my friends, we try to sing and we're just out of breath. Like, I just can't imagine. And then the production is just amazing.
Okay, now wait a second. You said no one can do what she can do. There are some Swifties lined up outside the studio right now with pitchforks, and they want to
watch
talk
out.
to you. So, in your mind, Beyonce more elite than Taylor Swift?
Oh, you try to. For me, Beyonce, yes, is a better performer than Taylor Swift.
Did you see Beyonce's halftime show? How would you rate it a couple of weeks ago? When was that? During the
Yes.
Thanksgiving game?
Christmas.
During the Christmas game, yeah.
I'd enjoyed it because I know that album, but I could see how people that aren't into really country music and didn't listen to her album could be like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it.
Who's got the strangest taste of music on the team in your mind? Like, who would you be like, there's no way I'm listening to what's on their pregame list?
This is a tricky question.
It's all right. Nobody's feelings are going to be hurt.
Oh, yeah, but, in the weight room, we let people pick songs.
Is that like one person has a day or everybody adds to the list?
Everybody adds to the list.
All right.
And it's just crazy. We could go from rap to, like, a slow, I don't know, house music song. I would say Grace Townsend. Yeah. Sometimes I get nervous with what she's going to put on next. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I'm just like...
hit or miss.
Yeah.
What's a song that's been on the weight room list that at first you're like, oh, come on. But then later you caught yourself, maybe you're kind of humming it. And you're like, this is not bad. I might add
that
this.
to my Spotify.
Yeah.
See, I'm not really good with the names of songs. But Blanco sometimes puts on some good house music in the weight room. And I've kind of started to... have a newfound likeness.
Just opened a new door for you musically.
I did.
Picture her as a house music person.
That's her thing. Yeah, she's like a jukebox, a human jukebox as well. She knows every song. Every song we play, she knows all the words.
Yeah. Blanca, I see the pod in your future.
Yeah, that's right. I named that tune with her.
Yeah.
All right, a basketball question. You can really score. Your free throw percentage not elite right now. What's going on at the free throw line?
Honestly, I've been working. I've been waiting to get to the free throw line these past couple games because I've been working on it a lot throughout practice. Like at the beginning of the season, I just felt like I didn't get my rhythm and the nerves. I felt like just didn't know how to control them at the beginning of the season. But I feel ready. I just haven't gotten to the free throw line too many times.
Somebody come foul Indya Nivar, please.
They do. Tell the rest to call it. I have the bruises and marks.
He's not the fouling. That's the problem.
I can't wait till Indya goes to the line Thursday night in Carmichael and she gets to the line. She's like, "This is for Jones and Adam." Right?
Yeah.
Swish.
Close your eyes. Deep breath. 2 for 2. Yeah, I feel it coming.
You know the other fun fact about Indya?
I'm ready.
She's from Apex.
Yeah.
So you know she's awesome.
Yeah. That's you're from Adam's crib. That's Adam's hometown.
Yeah.
Why does that area produce so many ballers like you and me?
Right. The peak of good living, they call it.
Yeah, there you go. All right. You guys are having a great year, but we're a little bit over the halfway point of the season as far as the regular season is concerned. So ACC is terrific in women's basketball. There are a lot of good teams in women's basketball. What in your mind is important here over the next couple of weeks? What do you think needs to continue or needs to change? Maybe what in your mind is important as you guys move forward to continue to be successful?
Yeah, for our team, I just think bringing that defensive intensity every game is going to set us up for success. On the offensive end, I just feel like everybody just play with more freedom. I feel like our shots are going to start knocking down, and then I don't know. Everybody's going to have their own game, so figuring out who's hot on what night and feeding them the ball so they can do what they do.